underway with Kevin Dawson kicking us off from left to right as we look at it towards where the old T-end was. Get their foothold on this game as ball played through now, and it's just offside. It was Taylor Allen who snuck in behind the Gloucester
of going on and playing higher.
Well, of course, Leamington as well, very experienced side. Junior English, for example, over 300 appearances for Solihull Moors. Won the National League North with them in 2016 as well. Now McClure tries to find the aforementioned Dawson, and it's cleared behind by Morrison.
That's better from Gloucester. Just first time they've tried to play through the play into the final third, and they've got that bit of respite now, and they can build with a throw-in, I think, in the far corner.
Looked like he was shaping to shoot for a moment. Tries a dink over the back line for Mensah, but it runs out of play. And that's a goal kick there for Weaver.
Under too much trouble, so going to be interesting to see how this second half starts.
Well, Leamington up against it with the wind, and we're up against it with the wind as well, but like I said, we'll do our very best to bring the best possible. So with Osborne, who was a little bit quiet in the first half, immediately delivers towards the back post. Header comes in, it's palmed away by Reese Lovett, and hooked clear by Josh Thomas. Couldn't quite see who it was getting up at the back post. I think it might have been Waldron. Straight away, Leamington on the front foot, and they try to come forward again. Lovett comes out quickly to claim. Good goal. Interested. Morley looks a favourite for it. Morley steps up, and he tries to float it. Goes right over the crossbar. As they look to do that now, Whittle takes a strike from range, dipping in front of Weaver, and it's good positioning and good goalkeeping from the Leamington keeper. Got himself with his body behind the ball. He's put his bib back on, the substitute over there. Can't quite make it out from where I'm sat. Free kick comes in. Daly chests it down. McClure slips in the box. Gets it onto his left foot. Handball shouts from Gloucester. Looked pretty convincing from up here. Jody, what do you make of that? Handball?
To me, that's handball. If we'd have had VAR in the Conference North, I think we'd be going back now. The arms guy was sliding in, and the arm was above the head, and it clearly struck his arm. So, controversial moment.
Coming back to that handball, Jody, it's one of those where you have seen them given as a striker. You want those decisions to go your way. League leaders. As I say that, and Gloucester give away possession, and now Leamington come forward. Osborne looking to get himself a shooting opportunity. And Ben Morgan, it's a fantastic chance. Weaver, loose ball. Now it's with Dawson, edge of the area. Kevin Dawson to kill the game. So cross comes in by Meredith. Morgan has to get underneath it and clear. Strike from the edge, and it's a brilliant save by Reese Lovett. Edwards was the man under it. And Lovett got up, palmed it over the top of the crossbar. Weaver looks interested to go for this one, and he's been given his go. He's been given the go from Holloran. Keeper is up. every single Leamington player is now in the penalty area apart from Dan Meredith. Header comes in from the goalkeeper, and now it's a chance for Jordan Young, but the full-time whistle goes, and Gloucester have run out winners. You've got to say, Jody, a deserved win. Gloucester win this one 1-0, and they maintain their gap at the top of the National League North. A good win for the Tigers.
A 1-0 victory, clean sheet. As a coach, often it's those 1-0s that give you the most satisfaction. So, perfect Christmas present for Gloucester City fans and coaching and players alike.
That's another 3 points on the board. A 1-0 win over Leamington. A real battle today, but you got the job done. Was that the most pleasing thing?
I think the most pleasing thing is 3 points. Let's say clean sheet, and so it was a difficult game, difficult circumstances in respect to the conditions and how the wind was such a factor. So in the end, we have to take the overall result and the 3 points.
So that's 2 clean sheets in a row in the league. Is it important to have that settled defence now?
I think it makes a difference. I think if you can have consistency in terms of your team selection and consistency in the level that they play at, then obviously it makes a difference. You know, the lads have had to dig in today at different stages of the game because of to give the opposition a little bit of credit. You know, they were quite direct in what they did and caused us 1 or 2 issues at times.
So in the process, I think Leamington were on an 11-game unbeaten run today. I think the game reflected that. You know, it was a real battle out there, but was it just that moment of quality from Lewis to score?
I think there was 2 or 3 occasions in the game that I recall that, you know, we actually got the ball down and we passed and sort of moved them around a little bit, which created the opportunity. We wasn't able to do it as many times as perhaps we would like, for sure. But like I say, you have to take each game as it comes, and you have to deal with the circumstances. And today it wasn't a particularly pleasing game to the eye to watch or even to be involved in, I'm sure. But like I say, sometimes you just have to make sure you take the 3 points.
Lewis Brunt was awarded man of the match today. Just a word on his performance?
No, I think Lewis and Tom in there in the middle of the pitch today, it was tough for them. You know, they was having to deal with scraps and second balls and making sure they tried to come out on top of their duels and try to break the play up for us, but also build the play for us as well at different stages. So not an easy game.
You made a few changes from the side midweek. Was that one eye on the fixture pilot we've got?
I think when you look at the amount of games that 3 games in 6 days is ludicrous in respect of, the evidence is out there, I've said before, with regards to injuries and whatever. So it was important that we was able to try to give people an opportunity to be able to play 90 minutes, and then if they're able to play again, we can use them. But if not, then we've got players that have got some minutes under the belt and they're ready as well.
Obviously, we go again in a few days. We go to Brackley, another good team. It's not going to be easy. Just generally, what are you thinking ahead of that game?
No, it'll be a tough game because, like you say, Brackley a decent side and they've not played again today neither. So that gives them a little bit of an advantage, certainly in terms of the 48-hour recovery. So that's something we have to take into account.
Saw Keanu Marsh-Brown come off the bench to make his debut today. Are we likely to see him in the starting 11?
I think at some stage, yeah, Keanu may start. Whether Monday's the day, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how people recover, because obviously now we don't have much time in terms of knocks, bumps, bruises. So we'll have to assess everybody first.